Please be seated. Chancellor Wrighton, Dean Gupta, distinguished faculty, honored graduates, family, and friends. It is my distinct honor to welcome you to the Diploma and Awards ceremony for Executive MBA Class 45. We gather this morning to celebrate EMBA Class 45, to honor their 20 months of hard work and perseverance, to look back on the learning, the laughter, the camaraderie, and the sleepless nights. We are here to celebrate their achievement and all that it means to them, to their families, to their organizations, and to a very proud faculty and administration. And perhaps just as importantly, we're here to honor those family members and friends without whose support none of this would have been possible. This is your day, too. EMBA 45 has been a remarkable class. They come from industry, academia, medicine, government, and not-for-profit. We have physicians, military officers, lawyers, and entrepreneurs. And over the past 20 months, this group of crazies has come together to become first students, then scholars, and now a community of lifelong friends. EMBA 45, congratulations. It will now be our privilege to hear from Mahendra Gupta, our honored dean, and Geraldine and Robert L. Virgil Professor of Accounting and Management.
Good morning. Thank you, Stuart. Sorry for the weather today. You know, we are organizing a great reception for this special class. Ran out of money, couldn't control the rain. Well, welcome to all of you, the proud family members and friends that are joining us today in the audience and online and also in the Frick Forum. This day is always special, and it's always my privilege to preside over these ceremonies. This day is special because in the presence of family and friends, we recognize the achievements and the completion of a great milestone for our graduates. I see many kids here. Feel free to run around if you like. Make some noise if you want. Just get out of the room if you prefer. You know, these students have taught us very well to tolerate all of that. This will be my last executive MBA ceremony as a dean. As many of you know, that on June 30th, I'm stepping down from my position as a dean. But I look forward to return to teaching and spending more time with future executive MBA students and get to know them and their stories even more closely. Each cohort of our EMBA student is unique. As Stuart just said, they come from different backgrounds, they come with different experience, and they are going to go and do different things as leaders in the organizations and the businesses they serve any part of the world. Our students, they leave a legacy at Olin of their accomplishment and their passion to succeed that will inspire the students who are going to follow them. Today marks the culmination of 20 months of hard work. Students, I trust you look back at this time with a sense of personal and professional accomplishments. Today you join a distinguished and influential community of Olin alumni who represent many of the best companies in the world. All of you are prepared to make significant contributions to your society and to your organizations. From energy to education, supply chain to startups, I know that you will be leaders and innovators in your chosen fields. For nearly a century, graduates of this business school have been industry and civic leaders in St. Louis and beyond, including our growing presence in Denver. More than ever before, our world needs leaders committed to building strong companies, strong communities, strong organizations that care about people and celebrate diversity and inclusion. With the celebration of Executive MBA program and its creation more than 30 years back, we challenge managers and leaders just like you to raise the leadership bar and never settle for the status quo. The intersection of executives and faculty here is vital in creating cutting-edge knowledge, identifying challenges, and finding solutions that can advance the practice of business. Students often tell how they learned a new strategy on Saturday and took it to office on Monday and put it to work on the same day. This immediate application of knowledge learned over the weekend is a true sign of success of our students in this program and our faculty who teach in this program. Whether they apply their knowledge in established industry or a startup or in a not-for-profit setting. Graduates, we want you to leave the Olin Business School as inspired leaders and make a difference in the world. When we invited you to join this program, we invited you with our faith that you are going to deliver our promise that will live our mission of creating knowledge, inspiring individuals, and transforming business. Over the last 20 months, we have been working on the first 4 words, creating knowledge and inspiring individuals. Now, the future holds in your hands. You will be the one who will be now delivering on the last 2 words of our mission, that is transforming business, transforming communities, transforming nations. Graduates, we also want you to come back. Keep learning through conferences, seminars, or just networking with each other. Stay in touch with your professors. Take advantage of the incredible global network of Olin and Washington University alumni. Mentor and advise future Olin students. Find opportunities for the new students and continue to create opportunities for yourself. As alumni, you play an important role in the life of Olin. We want you to always feel at home after you graduate. This is your home. This will always be your home. Olin is your brand. It always will be your brand. We look to each one of you for your partnership and support, your advice and your encouragement, how we can continue to take your school and your program forward and upward. You strengthen our school and enhance our very valuable worldwide network of accomplished alumni. Friends and parents and partners and all of those who have supported our students. Students in this program, as rigorous as Olin Executive MBA program, they must be extremely disciplined. To succeed, they must find the delicate balance between schoolwork, family obligations, and their daytime job. I know that all of our graduates have stories to tell about the love and support they received from their family, friends, and sponsors that have enabled them to complete these degrees. Friends and families, you have encouraged and sustained the graduates we honor today. Today is your celebration too. We thank you for your support. Would the graduating student please stand and join me in applauding and thanking your friends and your family who have been there for you. To all the loved ones, spouses, partners, significant others, or friends, you know that for the last 20 months, These students have been finding an excuse that they have got assignment, they got the team meetings, they got to go to school, they got to go and visit the pub on the 4th floor. Now they are free. If you're not prepared the honey-do list, do that. They can do the job. They have learned how to work more in less time. Graduates, Olin faculty is proud of each of you. Olin's faculty includes some of the brightest minds in academia, distinguished in their field of research. They inspire instructors who are passionate about teaching and scholarship and take great satisfaction in passing on their knowledge to our students. I'm pleased to introduce Olin's faculty representatives who are with us today. Please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Stuart Bunderson, Sam Chun, Ron King, Lee Konzak, Todd Melbourne. Have I missed somebody? Oh, there's Nick Argyros. Would you please join me in giving a round of applause to Olin faculty? Thank you. Let me also take the opportunity to thank our executive MBA team. From the day that our students walk in as a prospective students to learn about the program, till the day today, they are going to be walking out as a graduate. This team takes care of them, makes sure that everything they need is ready for them, other than their education that they need to do, and they need to do their work. It's dedicated for their success and making sure that they are the problem solvers available to them. Representing the executive MBA staff are the following individuals. Excuse me. Please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Associate Dean Stuart Bunderson, Director of Student Services Dan Jenkins, Faculty Director Lee Konzak, Assistant Dean Executive MBA Recruiting and Admission Meg Schaft, and Denver Executive MBA Director Courtney Oswald. In addition, many of the staff members you see on the stage, more are here to help us. Would you please join me in thanking our great executive MBA team? Now it is my special honor to introduce Chancellor Mark Wrighton. Chancellor Wrighton came to Washington University in 1995 from MIT, where he was provost and professor of chemistry. He earned his PhD from California Institute of Technology and received many awards for his research and scholarly writing, including the Distinguished MacArthur Prize. Chancellor Wrighton is committed to teaching and research, and during his tenure here, Washington University has made unprecedented progress in student quality, faculty research, campus development, and international reputation. Please welcome Mark S. Wrighton, the 14th Chancellor of Washington University.
Thank you, Dean Gupta. It is a gloomy day, but coming inside to see this sea of green is a big reward, inspires me. Thank you for making the commitment to be a part of the program, and thank you for the hard work that you have expended to complete your degree requirements. You are now our newest, or soon will be, our newest alumni. You came to the program with considerable achievement and potential. In concluding the program, you're going to leave with even greater potential and equipped to realize that potential more rapidly. I'm grateful to the faculty and staff who've contributed to this educational program, and I'm especially grateful to Dean Mahendra Gupta, who, as you've just heard, will be concluding his deanship at the end of this academic year on June 30th. Dean Gupta, throughout his deanship, has been committed to providing the most outstanding educational programs and indeed has continued to contribute to the educational mission of the school through his own participation in the teaching in these programs. So I'm grateful to him. I'd like you to join me in thanking Mahendra for his great leadership and for his commitment to continue to be a leader on our faculty. Mahendra, thank you. I would also like to add my thanks to family members who've made a commitment to support a father, a husband, a wife, a friend. Thank you for being patient and providing that extra time. Mahendra has reminded you that now there will be a little release time for these distinguished graduates, but they're up to the task that you provide for them. I always enjoy this program because the students come with a degree of maturity that's not common in our 17 and 18-year-olds who are just beginning college. These outstanding students are here with that maturity and accomplishment and striving to do more in their lives and careers. We're grateful that you made the commitment, expended the hard work, made the investment financially as well of being a part of the program. As new alumni, our expectations are very high. We know that you have the potential to be leaders in your chosen area of activity. A university provides the education. We're going to give you a diploma, actually a diploma cover to be more precise. But you will leave with an MBA degree, a diploma. You might misplace that diploma. You might even lose it. But no one can take your education away. What you've experienced here in your educational program is more than acquiring a credential. That's important. You will be recognized as being a part of a great university. But the education is the value from this experience. You are now prepared for those leadership roles you pursue. I'm grateful to you for being alumni of Washington University. I'm eager to follow what you will do next, and I congratulate you on this great achievement, your graduation from Washington University. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor. And I'm confident that the graduates today, they are ready for the challenge that you put in front of them. They will be the leaders in the world, and they will continue to be part of university and will keep on coming back to advance the purpose and mission of this school and this university. Now it's my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, John F. Harbour, Jr. John is the managing partner of RubinBrown, one of the nation's largest accounting and professional consulting firms. As managing partner, he is responsible for leading the firm to continued growth, oversees firm's operation, and represents RubinBrown in the community and profession. I'm pleased to share RubinBrown announced this week that effective June 1st, 2016, John will be the chairman and managing partner for RubinBrown. Many of you may not know this, but RubinBrown was founded in 1952 in St. Louis by three men: Malin Rubin, an undergraduate alum of Olin Business School, Harvey Brown, undergraduate alum of Olin Business School, and Sidney Gonston. Currently, there are offices in St. Louis, Kansas City, Denver, and Nashville. John is an active community leader and was also named one of the most influential St. Louisan by the St. Louis Business Journal in 2011 and 2012. We are also grateful that his wife, Deborah, is here with us. Please join me in welcoming John Herbert.
Well, good morning. Dean Gupta, thank you so much for those very kind words. Our organizations have developed a wonderful partnership over many, many years, as you have recognized. We share a lot in common, including our markets that we're located in. And it's been rewarding for RubinBrown to share our office space and host the EMBA program in Denver. Good morning, faculty, staff, family, friends of the 2016 graduates. It's surreal for me to be here today. Growing up just a few blocks away from here, I spent many a summers watching the 4th of July fireworks at Francis Field. In those days, I never imagined that I would spend a time here speaking to all of you this morning, to the graduating class of this fine university. I'm very proud to be here today and share this special event with all of you. First of all, congratulations to our graduates. What an outstanding accomplishment. There's no doubt that each of you have worked extremely hard to make this day a reality. I know most of you are juggling careers and families. What you have achieved isn't easy. And I know how proud your families and friends must be of all of you today. I've personally watched 2 of our partners work hard and graduate from this program. One of our partners is here today, graduating class, Stephen Harris. You might want to recognize Stephen. So again, congratulations to all of you. I know by watching Stephen graduate from this program what an accomplishment it really is. Please give yourselves again a big round of applause. I'd also like to take a moment and just thank Dean Gupta. I attended his reception last night. What a special evening for Dean Gupta. He's been an admired contributor to many businesses in our community and a special friend to RubinBrown. So let's give Dean Gupta a big round of applause. So now I'd like to focus on the graduates. First, I want to acknowledge your commitment to continuous learning and growth. The relationships you have developed with your fellow graduates are priceless. I know you are walking out of this program as different people than when you walked in. You cannot go through a program like this without a significant personal and professional impact. Now that you've experienced this program, you all have more to give. What do I mean by this? I have 3 thoughts to share with you today to help you leverage what you've gained from this program. 1, keep it simple. 2, focus on relationships. And 3, be your best for others. Let me repeat those for you. 1, keep it simple. 2, focus on relationships. And 3, be your best for others. Each of these 3 concepts individually powerful, yet is synergy when you put them together. Let's start with keep it simple. Our world is bigger, faster, must have more, must make more, and consumption driven. We're all overwhelmed with much information coming at us from all different directions. We're all working in a hyper-competitive world that makes standing apart challenging and elusive. I found that keeping your focus simple is the best way to succeed in this challenging environment. When I became managing partner of RubinBrown, our chairman, Jim Castellano, and I began having monthly breakfast meetings, which we still continue today. At one of our breakfast meetings early in my new role, he said, "Live and work by these 3 simple rules." I was all ears at that point. He quietly said to me, 1, guard the reputation of RubinBrown. By the way, this was prior to Arthur Andersen's challenge in our profession. It's a very profound statement. 2, have a long-range vision of where the firm's going. And 3, make enough profit at the end of the day to pay our people well. That was it. These 3 points of guidance were basically my job description. Over the past 12 years, in this role, nearly every decision I have made, I may reflect back to these 3 points of direction. Without these 3 simple points, my leadership role would have been much more challenging over the years. If you keep it simple, you will stay focused, your leadership will have direction for decisions, and you will undoubtedly experience greater success. I have the pleasure to meet with all of our firm's new team members at different points throughout the year. This helps to set the tone at the top. And at each of these meetings, I ask the team members to stand up with their hands out. And then I symbolically throw them the reputation of RubinBrown. And I tell them to catch it. My hope is that sends the message to our entire team is responsible for the reputation of our firm. A very simple but powerful exercise. Now let's talk about my second thought. Focus on relationships. How many people do you have a heartfelt relationship with in your life today? Besides family and social buddies now. More specifically, how many people would drop everything they do for you and do you a favor with no expectation in return? Assuming good health, nothing will impact your future career success from this point on more than the number of these genuine quality relationships. I believe, and I have seen in my own career, a direct relationship between that one number and a person's influence and impact. Take a moment and count. How many people do you know outside of family and social buddies you could call on right now for a favor? Get that number to 50, and you will have one heck of a meaningful and rewarding career. The pressure to succeed in today's culture can sometimes affect our motives and threaten most important things in life, our relationships. Relationships lie at the center of our purpose, both in leadership and in life. What makes a relationship genuine? Here are a few characteristics that seem to be present in all genuine relationships. 1, there's face-to-face communication. Avoid always firing off emails and text. Be present in the conversation and avoid distractions. Give your time and attention and energy to others. 2, there is recognition and support, both personally and professionally. Acknowledge accomplishments. Seek opportunities to show compassion for others. For example, attend funerals, send sympathy cards, visit people when they are in need. Follow up after difficult conversations. Reach out in advance of upcoming days, meetings, events that might touch or be challenging for someone. Seek the opportunity to serve others. And 3, there's appreciation. How can you do that? Send a handwritten note. Follow up on a referral that someone sent you. Thank those that have helped you and do it repeatedly. Start with your parents, who are many reasons why you've made it this far. There's one specific time in my life that comes to mind when I think about genuine relationships. It was a difficult time for me personally when my father-in-law passed away. The visitation and funeral took place in Cleveland, Ohio. You can imagine my surprise when two of my partners from St. Louis walked into the visitation room. These partners have very demanding schedules and responsibilities, and they dropped everything to spend the entire day with me and my family. It's moments like this when one makes sacrifices to show they care, when genuine relationships are present. My mother-in-law still talks about it today. The recognition and support that these two partners delivered that day made a significant and memorable impact on my family. I would like to recognize my wife, Deborah, here today. She is a relationship that has been so supportive of me today. Thank you, hon. There are many sources of relationships for all of you in this room. Today, I would like you to focus on two relationship sources. First, your graduating class. You've established great relationships among this group. How are you going to nurture these relationships beyond today? Focus on that now and take action. Second, your family. There's no more important relationship in your life than your family. Your family makes sacrifices every day for you to be where you are today. Everything mentioned today regarding relationships is just as important to do with your family members as it is with your professional contacts. Relationships take work. Take the time, both your professional and with your family, to create genuine relationships through face-to-face communication, recognition and support, and appreciation. My third and final thought for you today is be your best for others. Be your best for others is RubinBrown's employment brand. We introduced this brand to help communicate the unique, people-centric and service culture of our firm. The concept of be your best for others applies to our clients, our team members, the community, our families, basically everyone. When we started the process of developing our employment brand, our focus and vision was to have totally satisfied team members. We put a task force of team members together to work on this initiative. Their reaction surprised us. The team members came back to the firm and said they want to be more than satisfied. They want to be inspired. We immediately changed our firm's vision from totally satisfied team members to inspired team members. Our team members identified what it means to be inspired, and their description came down to one thing: put the needs of others before their own. Be your best for others was a perfect fit and can translate to so many different aspects of life. A few years back, I decided to meet with several older people in my life to learn from them. These people were all in their 80s. When I met with them, and my objective was to gain as much wisdom and knowledge from them as possible, I interviewed them with a set of questions about their life, both personal and professional. The key takeaways I learned from these sessions were: focus on the family, have patience. By the way, I don't have any patience, and Stephen can probably attest to that for you. And accept people for who they are. It is ironic that with all the questions I asked these folks over 80, the focus of their wisdom was how to treat and react to others. The most meaningful life lessons they experienced was about being your best for others. Being your best for others is somewhat altruistic, but also serves as a strong influence in our culture. I think culture wins over strategy every time. The altruistic nature of our culture is a refreshing concept for our team, especially in our challenging world. Here's the best part of Be Your Best for Others. It has a tremendous return for you. If you are being your best for others, you will be inspired throughout your life. In closing today, I want to once again congratulate our graduates. What a tremendous accomplishment. This is a very important day in each of your lives. I wish you the very best as you move forward. And remember, keep it simple, focus on relationships, and be your best for others. I appreciate your time this morning. I wish the best of all of you. Thank you so much.
Great parting lessons, John. Be your best for others. In fact, you have given very important lesson of leadership. Leaders cannot demand followers. They have followers when the followers believe that the leader is going to be best for them. And that's what I know that our students are going to deliver. The relationship, each and every one, they are the lifeline to others. What you see today, these are going to be our accomplished leaders who are going to make a difference with amazing stories in the time to come. And they have been connected very well in the last 20 months, and I know that they will continue to do that. And of course, keeping it simple. I have watched them. In fact, I taught them. I've seen what answers they wrote. But I got to know about they learned about keeping it simple very quickly. Whenever they came to our night center, they asked for the direction, where's the pub? They keep it simple, and they know where the relationships they are going to be. If you come back again here, I want to present to you with our simple appreciation for your keynote speech. It says, Washington University in St. Louis, Olin Business School, Dean's Honor presented to John F. Herbert Jr. in sincere appreciation of your keynote address at Olin Executive MBA Diploma and Award Ceremony, dated April 30th, 2016. I'd like to invite Dean Stuart Greenbaum to continue with the ceremony.
Thank you, John, for those inspiring remarks, and we wish you well in your new assignment. We're excited to see how those principles are going to be put to work throughout RubinBrown. I made a special note of your counsel that culture will trump strategy every time. I had to look over to Professor Argyris, who's a strategy professor. I teach organizational behavior. This one will go on the wall, so this is good. Thank you. And thank you also to Chancellor Wrighton and Dean Gupta for their wonderful remarks. I want to take just a minute on behalf of Executive Programs to thank Dean Gupta for his wonderful leadership as our dean. I think just as all of us know that we are mom or dad's favorite, I think we in Executive Programs know that we are Mahendra's favorite program. And he shows that to us in many ways, not the least of which is his ongoing commitment throughout his years as dean to continue teaching in the executive program. In spite of all of his commitments and all the things that he has had on his plate, he has continued to find time to teach in executive programs and teach our executive MBA students What a wonderful example of his commitment to us, and what a wonderful example of a high-touch leader. Again, thank you to Mahendra. Let's give him another round of applause. The C. William Emery Award is a special honor that is awarded to one graduating executive MBA student in each class. Bill Emery was a faculty member here at Olin. He joined the marketing faculty in 1955 and was a co-founder of the executive MBA program in 1982. As the director of that program 34 years later, I feel a special debt of gratitude to Bill Emery for his vision and leadership. The winner of the Emery Award is selected by the faculty and administration. As each class prepares to graduate, we think back on the interactions we have had with you inside and outside of the classroom. And then we recommend a student who, according to the mission of this award, exemplifies the qualities of scholarship, character, and leadership, and who enjoys the respect, admiration, and affection of his or her classmates. As I'm sure those who know EMBA 45 will not be surprised to learn that was not an easy task for us. There are so many people in this class who've made this class what it is because of their sacrifice and their commitment. So even while recognizing the contributions of one student, we want to honor all those who have made this class what it is. The recipient of the C. William Emery Award for Executive MBA Class 45 is John Lawrence Herrig. Class 45 selected Patrick Smith to be its class speaker today. Patrick has juggled his EMBA studies while keeping Ameren customers in Missouri satisfied as Senior Director of Metro Division Operations and Community Relations. Patrick leads 4 Missouri operating divisions engaged in the safe design, installation, and maintenance of the electrical distribution system. He also leads business and community relations strategies for Ameren, Missouri. Patrick earned his bachelor's degree in psychology from Washington University. He and his wife, Crystal, have 2 children in college, and both are here today, seated here just in front of us, and we're delighted to have them here with us. He's active in the community and passionate about youth leadership development. We are delighted that Patrick was chosen to represent Class 45 as their graduation speaker today. Patrick Smith.
Thank you, Stuart. To Chancellor Wrighton, Dean Gupta, faculty and staff of the Executive MBA programs, distinguished guests and alumni, family and friends, and my very own graduating class of EMBA 45. Today, I have been afforded the opportunity to represent my classmates of EMBA 45 and humbly express the essence of our journey of knowledge and discovery that began some 20 months ago and culminates today right here with you. It started with Go Week, a 7-day immersion around the clock, learning and studying, made difficult with assignment overload, tight deadlines, and of course, sleep deprivation. The pressure of this experience quickly chipped away at our pre-crafted facades. It revealed our authentic selves and our true capabilities and emotions that we brought to our individual teams. We would never admit this, but we were afraid. Of course, we were all afraid of Sam Chun, but that's not where I'm going. We were afraid of the unknown of the environment, the unknown of others, and most daunting, What was unknown to us about ourselves? In the outside world, fear all too often motivates the worst in us: prejudice, hate, destruction. But in our haven, fear ultimately chose a noble course. Our cohorts were safe to be vulnerable, to discover and acknowledge personal deficits along their journey of self-improvement, to examine their fears and to decompose and evolve as a person, an executive, and a teammate. We bonded with our teams during the first 10 months. Group assignments and collective assessments forced us to invest in each other. We were all accomplished at something. However, we eventually learned that the mastery of a skill is only achieved if it is inclusive of the ability to recognize, appreciate, and influence that very same skill in each other. Our mid-program residency signaled two important things. One, the pragmatist reign was over. We had completed accounting, finance, econ, and operations. The program shifted from hard skills to the soft skill workshop of the class dreamers and idealists. Secondly, the midpoint signaled a transition to new study teams and what I observed as a very strange phenomenon. Now, I don't think it was just me, but initially I really felt guilty about spending so much time with my new team, and at the same time, I didn't want my new team to catch me in the hall talking to my old team. So admittedly, this is peculiar, but this organic emotion was prophetic in the realization that in 10 months, we were unfinished projects, still surrendering to the lure and safety of the familiar and the routine. It's so impressive that the architects of this program at WashU anticipated our reluctance to yet maximize the interconnectivity of the rich and abundant cohort relationships that were right here within our grasp. So the second half of the program, it flew by. We expanded our reach as we established bonds with our new teams. Our classrooms had become our work-life refuge, where hypothetical discussions were replaced with legitimate business challenges. These were exported actually from the boardrooms of our various firms. And with the goal in sight, we were transforming as we developed an awareness for the legacy of our program contributions. Meaningful moments occurred within the walls of this institution, where countless leaders have developed before us. However, for many of us, our greatest experience of the program unfolded some 7,000 miles away. Our China residency was awe-inspiring. The components of our previous lessons converged. We drew upon the many insights of our 18 months of learning. We all take away Guanxi, the social influence of business relationships, and we will forever view these relationships through a slightly altered prism. In returning home and reflecting on the last 10 months of the program, it seems as if the degree of difficulty lessened. But I know you are, and I am convinced that it was more a function of our enhanced capabilities more than mercy by our world-class professors. They were incredibly brilliant. Throughout the program, our professors routinely reassured, reassembled, and realigned while meaningfully mastering and executing Washington University's pledge of defining leaders and redefining leadership. Sam Chung was fast and stealth, delivering knowledge often by way of a Trojan horse, where revelations and transformation was often viewed in our mental rearview mirror. We came to trust Sam as he developed our mental attributes in an unorthodox way, and the genius of Sam's tutelage is likely to impact our business decisions for years to come. Todd Milborn was smooth and charismatic, infusing insights woven into individual conversations channeled to each of us as he lectured to the collective. We were captivated by Todd's swag as we as we connected with his contemporary approach that was equal parts finance and finesse. So as I prepared for this honor to speak, I wondered, should I be funny? Should I be scholarly? Should I be inspirational? Should I be a visionary with prophecies of our future? Or should I just be myself? As I draw from our class motto, a quote actually attributed to William Thackeray, "Whatever you are, be a good one." I say we can only sustain our authentic self. Any other persona is destined to be exposed. So for me, these brief moments of contemplation were faithfully reflective of the journey of us. We all convened September 14th, 2014, with similar objectives: to close the gaps between who we believe we should be and who we actually were. We came because we knew that Washington University's world-class EMBA program held great promise for increasing our capabilities, building our attributes, and developing knowledge and tools for today's business challenges. Remember our initial classroom introductions. They were safe and guarded with formal previews of who we should be and who we wanted others to see. And as advertised, the curriculum would add competencies that would close these gaps between our aspirations and our achievements. But there was something else. There was something that I think we all failed to envision. The real transformation was not in the skills we added, but it was in the self-discovery and what we each personally revealed from within. In the classroom, we came to respect the individual contributions to the mosaic of our collective thought. We accepted the diversity of the individual insights as meaningful factors of our learning and our discovery. There was no one right answer. We came to appreciate the offering of our unique value proposition that each of us bring to this world. Great life moments were shared in our classroom, a place where we contracted for knowledge, but we were gifted wisdom. So for Washington University's Executive MBA Class 45, it's pencils down. As we celebrate today, we also dread the permanency of our looming departures. We entered this program based on an esteemed committee's assessment of what we know. We leave today with a humbling, motivating appreciation and an appetite for all things unknown. In closing, as I look out at my classmates, I am reminded, even as we graduate today, our questions are infinite. Yet we collectively share a solitary answer. In the words of Sam Chung, we answer, it depends. Thank you. Do I have a script for the teaching award? Okay. So you heard a little bit of a preview in my speech, and I appreciate having the opportunity to do that. But there were two. We had a great staff. And Dean introduced folks, and he had people stand up. And I can't think of one instructor or professor we had that didn't add value and really change us in some meaningful way. But as always, there were a couple that were extra special, and we would like to recognize those two today. First, I'd like to bring up for the Reteaching Awards, I'd like to bring up Todd Milburn. Todd was a joy to be an instructor, and he had a special place in probably about 47% of the class's heart. All right. And this next gentleman you heard me talk about, and he was actually the guy that I heard about before I came. So I know I mentioned that we were afraid. I don't think we're really afraid of him, but he was something else. I told him he should get his own reality show, but but he was a great instructor, just one of the most brilliant people I've ever met. I'd like to bring on Sam Chung for the second award, Reed Teaching Award. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick, for those wonderful remarks. I spoke to Patrick for just a few minutes before we walked in here, and we were talking about the speech, and he said, you know, it's not about me. My goal is just to represent my class, and I think he succeeded wonderfully at that task. Thank you so much for sharing those thoughts and expressing our thoughts and feelings. Before presenting the Class 45 diplomas, I'd like to recognize those graduates who are newly inducted Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society members. To be invited to join the Honor Society for students enrolled in a School of Business Administration, graduates must rank in the upper 20% of their class. So please stand as I call your name. This year's new members are Jennifer Barton, actually, why don't I read them all? Why don't you remain standing, and then I'll read them all, and then we'll give them one really big round of applause. Patrick Brandt, Douglas Luchel, Shannon Gray, John Herrig, Jared Hoover, Sarah Jorgensen, Levi Klein, and Chandrasekhar Nadella. Thank you. Congratulations on this honor. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our veterans for their service. The men and women who have bravely served our country bring excellent leadership skills, amazing work ethic, and inspiration to our program. Each of our veterans are wearing a red, white, and blue honor cord. Please join me in recognizing our military veterans. Please stand so that we can recognize you. And I know the children in the audience are sitting there thinking, so when's the part where mom or dad's going to walk across the stage? And I think we're finally there. We will now, the graduates are starting to clap. We will now present the graduating class. Would Dean Gupta, Lee Konzak, and Dan Jenkins please assist me with the hooding ceremony? And could our first row of candidates please stand and begin making your way to the side of the stage?
What do you think, graduates? Are you ready? Yes? Ready to go? Families, friends, you ready for this? All right. Let's get some people graduated. Scott Lee Isles. William Patrick Ash.
Shreyas Balakrishnan. Jennifer Michelle Barton. Peter Muckerman Blumeyer II. John Patrick Brandt. Sean Douglas Damon. Earl Hannum Devaney IV. Michael Raymond Drennan. Tara Dunlap. Douglas Flushell. Shannon Lynn Gray. Andrew J. Gullifson. John Lawrence Herrick. Stephen Lavelle Harris. Marta Marcela Hernandez Cortez. Jared Kirk Hoover. Brant Lamont House. Logan A. Jones. Pamela S. Jordan. Sarah Catherine Jorgensen. Jyotin Sukmoy Karam. George Bradley Carlskin. Levi Michael Klein. Thomas Edward Cordick. Caleb Lovell. Eric Bradley Maddox. Justin Ryan McKinney. Luis Rafael Matazuma. Michelle Kathleen Mersch. Eric Daniel Morcheski. Sekar Nadella. Kate Dawson Otto. Kevin Sean Perkins. Eric Christian Peterson. Carson Tyler Polastro. Richard L. Riley. Franklin Sears. Benjamin David Shapiro. Patrick Eugene Smith, Sr. Jarrett Michael Surton. Joyce M. Tremule. Dinah E. Wagner.
I give you the newly minted Executive MBA, the class 45 of Olin Business School and Washington University. Please join me in congratulating. Graduates, allow me this honor and distinction of being the first to extend our best wishes and success to all of you. I urge you to remain engaged with your alma mater. A lifelong relationship of learning, knowledge, wisdom, and relationship awaits you. Welcome to the alumni family of Olin Business School and Washington University. Good luck and stay in touch. Would you please all join in giving another round of applause for our graduates? This concludes our diploma